Good morning, Mr. Phelps. The people you see are STCs. That's school test coordinators, and they're high-ranking intelligence agents determined to properly administer Maryland tests. Your mission, Jim, should you choose to accept it, teach them correct test and security procedures and what to do in every test situation. As always, should you or any of your team fail, the superintendent will disavow any knowledge of this mission. Good luck, Jim. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
I'm Phelps, head LAC of the Mission Possible Force. LAC, that stands for Local Accountability Coordinator.
Agent.
The mission? Ensure Maryland tests are properly administered and the results accurately reported. The team? STCs, that's School Test Coordinator.
Agents.
The plan? Simple. We teach them, they teach the teachers. Students learn. Mission Possible. The dossier has all the rules: test administration, data reporting, test procurement, security violations. We LAC
agents
train the team in test security. Test security is every agent's mission. It is our ultimate mission. While we teach the process, report results, and notify the state if anything goes wrong, we also preserve and protect test integrity every step of the way.
We are
Mission Possible.
Mission Possible.
agents.
LACs are busy right now training testing teams for Mission Possible.
We will
We will
Mission number 1.
maintain a plan for inventory and security of all test materials.
maintain a plan for inventory and security of all test materials.
Mission number 2.
We will
We will
inform and train test examiners and proctors and anyone with access to test materials.
inform and train test examiners, proctors, and anyone with access to test materials.
Mission number 3.
We will
We will
investigate and report to your LAC any test security concerns.
investigate and report to your LAC any test security concerns.
Oh yeah.
The team is ready for the next step, the folder with training information. This important folder details critical duties of STC.
Agents.
STC
Agents.
must always designate a storage location for test materials. Be sure it's secure. Keep all test materials under lock and key. Never leave unlocked and unattended. Have everyone permitted to review test materials sign a non-disclosure form. Get signatures as well on all test administration and certification of training forms. Maintain records of all test administration training sessions. And when training test examiners or proctors, keep all materials inside the review room. All this information is contained inside the folder with training information. Mission Possible takes us now inside the school of STC
Agent.
Cinnamon Carter.
I'm Cinnamon Carter. I'm a school test coordinator. Agent. In charge of in-school preparation for Mission Possible. I had just walked into the main office when
Cinnamon! Don't forget Monday's test day.
Monday is the day. Inside my office, I began reviewing plans for the big day. I get out my school's test security plan to give it a last look. I remember clearly taking off my glasses, looking up and remembering. Signing for the test materials as if it were yesterday. I kept copies of the delivery receipt and the inventory of the materials. I kept them in my folder of important papers. I directly supervised the transportation and storage of the test materials into the locked storage room. I opened the boxes and verified the contents of each box. The assistant principal,
Agent.
had helped me do the materials inventory, so she also signed a non-disclosure form, which I filed with my folder of important papers. Yes, all of this I remember as I study my school security plan. And I remember, too, that the non-disclosure form must be signed by all persons who, although they may not administer or assist in testing, have the need to come into contact with secure test materials. And I remember these individuals include state test monitors and observers who arrive on the day of testing, administrative staff who help apply pre-printed ID labels to test materials, among others. And who could forget, I'm Cinnamon Carter, the training session with the test examiners. I'm a school test coordinator. Proctors. You're going to cover wall charts and accommodators. You're going to hand out calculators and appropriate tools to students when required. We passed around a sign-in sheet. The first thing we're going to do is sign the attendance form. And signed it. And we signed the certification and training form. Everyone who was there. Everyone with access to test materials. School test coordinators. Agents, test examiners, teachers, and proctors, instructional assistants and others providing accommodations to students with disabilities or English language learners. And I reviewed the IEPs for all students and prepared an accommodation summary for each test examiner. Now the examiners know who needs accommodations and how. I have all those forms safely tucked away in my folder of important papers. The plans are all in place. As I prepare, I remember our training sessions with test examiner. Agents. They were thorough. You're going to move desks, especially about our mission during testing. They moved desks and arranged seating so students would not be tempted to cheat. Covered wall charts and removed all prohibited aids from the classroom. Calculators and appropriate tools. And they handed out calculators and appropriate tools to students when required.
You may underline.
They made IEP accommodations as instructed and specified.
You will have 10 minutes to do.
They were certain to follow test directions carefully and never deviate.
You may begin now.
And they paid strict attention to the amount of time for each test session. Of course, they never gave answers or prompted students in any way. At the conclusion of testing, each test examiner hands over a log with information on their testing group. It includes student names and textbook numbers. These all go inside my folder of important papers. Once testing is over, I inventory all materials. We prepare them for return to the vendor, just in case of an inquiry into test books or answer documents. We'll have inventory reports with the type and number of items packed for return, and when the vendor actually picked them up. All those documents, sign-in sheets, non-disclosure forms, certification and training forms, etc., will be kept inside my folder of important papers, folder of important papers, folder of important papers.
If at any time before, during, or after testing, a test violation or deviation occurs, test examiners will notify the school test coordinator.
Agents.
They will contact me, the LAC,
Agent.
to determine if the violation is a Category 1 or Category 2. It is the STC's duty to report all violations and deviations to the LAC.
Me.
Category 1 incidents are occurrences related to test security and test administration that do not compromise test security and have no possible impact on student scores, test validity, or data reporting, and may be handled exclusively on a local level. Examples might be student cheating that is immediately caught and does not lead to score invalidation, incidents such as note passing, conversation, etc., that are thwarted, improper provision of accommodations.
You may underline, mark.
Such as giving an accommodation to a student for whom that accommodation is not appropriate.
Hey, why are you reading me? I don't want to get those accommodations.
Or incorrectly administering an accommodation.
And just remember, for the written accommodation, you need to write exactly what the student dictates without any editing.
Okay.
Or the failure of an STC, test examiner, or proctor to perform duties deemed unintentional or which have no impact on scores or students. Such incidents may be reported in a year-end case log and handled locally.
Category 2 incidents are occurrences deemed to impact student scores, test validity, data reports, or that compromise the security of the test items. The LAC reports these immediately to the Maryland State Department of Education using a testing incident report form.
Examples include unauthorized access to secure materials, leaks of secure material, oral or written, failure to return materials, student cheating, failure to adhere to schedule or time constraints, or inappropriate conduct by test examiners that compromises the test or hinders students. And there's more, all listed inside the
Folder of important papers.
The LAC, me, usually will handle such incidents. We start by phone. If urgent, we contact the state test security officer with details. We document all details with a testing incident report form and any supporting documents. Depending on the circumstances, sanctions may be imposed.
test security is important, but what's more, it's mission possible.
We will maintain a plan for security and inventory of all test materials. We gotta do it again. Mission 1. Or is it mission number 1? Mission number 1. Take 2. Gotta get in my mode again. Mission number 1.
Snap your head with
Mission number 1.
I'm sorry.
Inform and train test examiners, proctors, and anyone with access to test materials.
Inform and train
test examiners, proctors, and anyone with access to test materials.
Sorry.
And go.
Anyone with access to test materials.
Anyone with access to test materials.
We will
We will
investigate and report any test security concerns to your LAC. That's not it. We will investigate and report any test security.
See? It can happen.
Poker faces, everybody.
We will. Snap, say agents, and then back to the front. Anytime. Rolling. Oh, 1. Agents. 2, 1, go.
Agents.
Okay, Tom, you gotta look back. Rolling. Okay, you can do it normal speed, Tom.
Okay.
Oh, I can kill that audio. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I can't see with these glasses.
And rolling.
I can't get through the opening. I'm not kidding.
Oh, we're rolling.
Boom!
2, 1, go.
Security concerns.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're looking at them though.
Oh.